You sent in your questions and I'm giving my answers. It's all next on Style at a Certain Age. Hi ladies, it's Beth. Thanks so much for stopping by today. We're taking a little departure from our regular style or beauty video. I've had so many questions recently from readers and viewers, and so I thought we would just take a video and throw some answers together for those questions that you've thrown my way. I've taken about 10 and we'll answer those. And before we get to that, I wanted to say a big hello to everyone that stopped by today. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscription box down below. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram, Style at a Certain Age, and we have a lovely lifestyle blog, styleatacertainage.com. Inquiring minds want to know, and Style at a Certain Age is answering. And so that's why we're having a little bit of a departure from our regular style and beauty video. And as I said, I've had so many questions sent my way recently, so I took screenshots of a lot of them, but I will share with you the number one and number two question asked is, how tall am I and what size do I wear? So I am between 5'7" and 5'8". And I don't think I've started to shrink yet, although they do say that you start to shrink at a certain age, but I haven't really faced that yet. And I wear a size 8, sometimes I size down to a 6, sometimes I size up to a 10. It's all about fit for me, not necessarily size. And a lot of people ask me how much I weigh. I don't typically share that because I really don't pay attention to that. I'm very focused on a healthy life, and I really concentrate on how my clothes fit. So if my size 8 jeans are a little bit too tight, that is time to cut back on the wine, or maybe I had an extra slice of pizza over the weekend. You know, I mean, I do indulge in things like that. I have mostly a clean diet, but I'm not afraid to have the pasta on the weekends, or do something fun. I believe in keeping a balanced life, and I think dining with friends and your family is very important too. So the most asked questions, so that's it. And then also recently, so I wore these on my last YouTube video, so everybody was asking about these glasses. So these are Prada, and I like those. I've had those for about a year. I have about 5 pairs of glasses that I switch in and out of, and those are on my rotation now. And another question was about these sunglasses. So these are Garrett Light. So it's L-E-I-G-H-T, and these are a favorite brand of one of my kiddos, and these were actually his sunglasses. He had ordered them, but I put them on, and I convinced him that I looked so much better in them than he did, and he was sweet enough and gave them to me. So anyway, so that's that. And then somebody, now I'm gonna go to my questions on my phone. Your makeup has seemed especially soft and luminous lately. What are you using? Well, I'm guessing you're talking about my eyes, because I kind of go in phases with my eyes, and I was recently in a gray phase and in a purple phase, and now this is more of a peach phase. So this is Fenty Beauty, number 1, and I have a video on the eye application. So if you go to that video, it will show you exactly where and what shadow I put on my eye to get this look. And also, I've been partnering with L'Oreal. They have Age Perfect Makeup Over 50 Woman, and I am loving that. So they have a liquid serum, very light, and I really like a light foundation. So I'm using that, and then also their mascara is amazing. They have a really nice eyeliner, and then my blush is by, who do I use now I'm drawing a blank on who I use my blush with. Well, I'll look that up and we'll put it in the title. But anyway, so that's what's going on with my makeup. And then tagging on to that, so it says, what is your favorite makeup? So I did mention L'Oreal with their Age Perfect. They have a nice, luminous, voluminous mascara. I always use black no matter what brand I'm using. So L'Oreal has been a new favorite of mine. I love Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and that's also a very favorite one of mine, and it really kind of plumps my lashes up. And then Dior Show will always be a go-to of mine. So those are probably the 3 that I use the most. It says, let's see, what else here? What Oh, who makes your pictures for Instagram? Professionals? Yes, actually, I do have a professional. I have a team, I have a staff in place, and I have a wonderful videographer. He does these amazing YouTube videos for me, and he also takes all of my photos that you see on Instagram. Way back in the day when we started, my husband, Mr. Style, who passed away last year, so he originally took my photographs, but now I have an amazing professional that's on staff full time. How would you dress at the town hall wedding for my daughter? I'm 63. Well, if I were going to a town hall wedding, I probably would just pick a very smart suit, maybe in a charcoal gray. I think it would depend on the season of the wedding, so I'm not sure what season it is, but a charcoal gray, and then, you know, bring in some beautiful burgundy, like a handbag or shoes. That would probably be one of my choices. And yes, you can wear black to weddings now, so don't be afraid of the charcoal gray or the darker ones. If it's in the summertime, I mean, I love pink. I would probably go with a beautiful pink suit. So you could go with a skirt suit, or you could also go with a pantsuit. I think either one would look beautiful. I struggle with accessorizing. Do you have some tips or suggestions? Well, accessories always make or break your outfit, so I will encourage you to keep experimenting with your accessories. And accessories, to me, are always in 3 buckets. So I look at handbags, shoes, and jewelry, and they're always the icing on the cake. So if you're struggling, I would just suggest to, as far as jewelry is concerned, find a statement necklace, just one, and start, you know, pairing that with some of your outfits, you know, with a beautiful silk blouse, you know, buttoned down, you know, see how that works. I also like to recommend having a statement bracelet, like a big, chunky gold bracelet. Always looks very, very chic. And don't forget, like, you know, you could have like some statement earrings. So start with, you know, start kind of small and then just start integrating those into your outfits. But don't forget the power of handbags. You always need a structured handbag because that instantly glams up, dresses up an outfit. But you also need a casual handbag because we have a kind of a more professional life and a more casual life. So you need both bags. So a casual handbag to me would be a tote or a hobo bag. And shoes, great way to stay on trend. When you go shoe shopping, you know, look to see what's on trend, add those in. I'm adoring platform sneakers lately and adding them every chance I get. So that's my recommendation for that. Do you dye your hair? I love it. Well, thank you. I get a lot of compliments on my hair, and no, I don't dye it, and I haven't dyed it actually, I never did dye it. I used to throw highlights in it, and I stopped doing that when I turned about 50. And so this is my natural hair. It does kind of change colors. It will look different in different photos, like whether I go outside or I'm inside a dark day, and also depending on my haircut. It can look like whiter, it can look blonder, it's kind of crazy. So, new follower, how'd you get started with the Insta life? Well, I'm not only on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, obviously, because this is a YouTube video. I'm also on Facebook. We have a very small Twitter account because Twitter isn't really that interested in fashion, but we have a Pinterest channel as well. So I look at those as spokes into the big mama, and that's my blog. So I started blogging about 5 years ago, and that was on the recommendation of my agent. So I wrote a book years ago, scored a New York agent. That book didn't get published, but the first piece of advice he gave me was that I needed a social media presence to promote my book. And at the time, I was like, well, I have 5 Facebook friends, and his suggestion was to go find some more. Okay, well, how do you do that? And I wanted to do that authentically. So I put it on the back burner when the book didn't get picked up, started writing my second one. We were living in San Francisco at the time. And a woman stopped me on the street, loved my outfit, asked me where I had purchased it, was I a stylist? And I've received this compliment so often, you know, throughout my life, as well as people will compliment my home decor, my home design. But for whatever reason, the light bulb went on and I was like, that's it. That's my social media presence. That's what I can speak authentically to. And I was cognizant enough to know that the 20-somethings were posting outfits of the day. So I knew that I could do that. I was 56 and I'm like, well, hey, if they could do it, why can't I? So I just, just kind of went for it, and it just was crazy. It took off, and here I am now having a Q&A session with my viewers. So that's how I got into it. I'm the accidental blogger, and I had no idea what I was doing, and it was just kind of me playing catch up for years. That's for sure. Somebody asked, what's my favorite holiday dish? Well, Thanksgiving's coming up. Can't wait. And I think Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. It was my dad's too. Love turkey, and I love absolutely every side dish that goes along with turkey. So mashed potatoes and butter, gravy, sweet potato casserole, Jello salad, stuffing, you name it, I love it. Anything that's related to Thanksgiving. Do you have a favorite store to shop in? Well, I do tend to shop the same brands over and over again. I'm a classic style dresser, so I gravitate towards classic style designers, and that's Ralph Lauren, Theory, Lafayette 148, Talbots, J. Crew, Everlane, just to name a few. So so those are probably my favorite brands that I like. And let me see here. I'm going to pick out one more. Any secrets to weight loss? Well, I have said that when you turn 60, all you can eat is air, because that's what it feels like sometimes. And as you know, if you are of a certain age, every decade gets a little bit harder than the one before. But there's no secret to a weight loss. It's really a day in and day out management of your lifestyle. I think we've all been looking for the secret pill, the secret, 10 days to lose like 50 pounds or whatever it is, but it's really not. It's just day after day after day. And what I do is, and I've talked about them many times, so Faster Way to Fat Loss, and that is a 6-week program that you can join. And I joined them about 2.5 years ago, and they taught me so much just about really cleaning up my diet, balancing my macros. Carbs are not a 4-letter word. You really can add them into your diet. We need fats, the good fats, proteins. So it's really just keeping a very balanced life. And they taught me a lot. And I will also encourage you, it is so important to exercise at any age, but especially as we age, because we are losing our muscle tone at a very rapid rate, and we need to keep our bones healthy. We don't want osteoporosis to set in or brittle bones. We want to keep our balance because we don't want to, have those horrible falls. So it really is, it's just a very, very balanced life. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope I answered perhaps one of your questions that you had sent in. If not, we'll have these on an ongoing basis. And give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of video. And also, please feel free to put down in the comments any ideas that you have for content that you would like to see, because we are dedicated at Style at a Certain Age to aging with grace, strength, and beauty. Don't forget to hit the subscription box if you haven't before, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.